All right, Brad, this might come as a surprise to you,
It
but
will.
many of you are not walking right.
Ooh, well, can sideways or what?
Well, we're going to show you.
Bob and Brad, the two most famous physical therapists on the internet.
All right, the biggest mistake we see, Brad, is walking without the glute muscles, the butt muscles.
Where'd they go?
They have amnesia.
Oh, so they forget to turn on.
Right. And it happens quite often when you hit heel first
Okay.
instead of foot first.
Sure, the forefoot?
Forefoot.
Sure, yep.
Right. And it shuts the muscle off. And imagine that you take, I don't know, 10,000 steps a day.
Mm-hmm.
10,000 steps reinforcing no activity of the butt muscle.
So what muscle takes over for it? There's got to be.
Hamstring, yeah, the heel locks, the knee locks.
So those muscles get overworked, I'm
right,
assuming.
exactly. Piriformis.
Yeah, yeah. So we're going to talk about this.
We're going to talk about it. So Mike gets laughing before we talk. Okay, so we're going to show you a test you could do, a single leg bridging. Brad, do you want to go ahead and do one?
Yep. So
And
this is
for-
probably best done on the floor, not on a bed.
Right. 10 seconds. You're going to hold.
So this leg is not going to be working.
Right.
Lift
Lift
here.
up. And where do you feel it? You should feel it in the butt. If you feel it in the hamstring or the quad or it hurts your back,
Yep.
your glute is probably not working the way it should. Brad, what do you say?
Well, after holding it here for whatever seconds I've been doing it, now I'm starting to feel right here. It's the
There you
hammies,
go.
my hamstrings.
So
Yep, they're getting. I gotta.
we
stretch
got to
'em.
work your glutes more.
Yeah, I gotta be glutenated.
Okay, why is the glute so important, Brad?
Well, Bob, it's a big muscle.
Well, right, and we're going to go over some of the reasons. One, it stabilizes the hip.
Mm-hmm.
If your glute is not working,
Mm-hmm.
the glute amnesia, this hip will slosh around, and it can give you a pinching on the front.
So we're talking about the glute maximus, the
Right.
biggest, because there's three glute muscles. We're
I
talking about
had this, so I know what it was like.
There you go,
It
yeah.
was terrible.
Mm-hmm.
I had to actually stop running. So you want to make sure the glute is working for that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, again, if the glute stops working, the smaller muscles in the butt have to work overtime.
And they get tired pretty fast.
Right, and one of them is called the
Piriformis.
piriformis.
Yeah, that
And-
nasty little muscle.
And that crosses over the sciatic nerve,
Mm.
and it can tighten up and give you pain down the leg,
Right.
like
And-
sciatica,
Right, which obviously is something we would like to avoid.
and not fun. The last thing the glute does, it actually stabilizes the pelvis,
Sure.
which can help your back pain.
Right. And that makes a lot of sense because the glute
Yeah.
max is connected.
Right?
The
to
origin is
ilium.
vastly across that whole ilium or pelvic bone there. So
Right.
it all makes sense.
Yep.
We don't just make this stuff up, by
That's
the way.
right. Okay, Brad, why don't you show us how you can get that muscle firing again?
This is one option. On all fours, it's nice to do it. On the floor is probably preferable. And so I'm going to work my right glute here. Make sure the knee is bent at 90 degrees or close to 90 degrees, and that helps eliminate the
Hamstring.
Yep.
Right.
And so I'm just going to simply work it like this. Well, I can feel that glute muscle going, and you're going to work, 10 to 20 reps as you needed. You could put an ankle weight on or use some kind of resistance, which we're not going to get into here because you'll be fine starting out without any weight. There we go. I'm already getting a little fatigue right
You
there.
can also throw it today if you want to. You just, while you're standing, squeeze your butt.
Yeah, butt squeezers. All therapists do
right.
this. They do. They have their patients do butt
Right,
squeezers
right.
sometime in their.
And you could do it and people don't even know.
Right, you can be standing there and
All right.
waiting for the bus doing your butt squeezers. Well, they might notice a little.
Right.
But don't worry about it. Just tell them Bob and Brad told you to do it.
Next, you want to make sure you walk with a shorter stride so you're not hitting on your heel.
which I think is probably the most challenging for
Right.
me anyways.
And soft knees, meaning bent.
Slightly bent up.
Right. So just a shorter stride and feeling that butt kick in.
Now, I find that if I do this, if I'm barefoot, like in the house, or actually I do it at the swimming pool where I swim, then I can feel, without my shoes on, I can feel my heel hit first very, very quickly. And then, so it gives me right away, I know I got to come down on my forefoot first. You know, I got to tie my shoe.
You want to break that habit of walking
Yep.
with the knees locked.
And you're going to have better balance overall with this technique.
The next one, Brad, you can actually start using your hands to give you feedback.
Right.
You want to see if the muscle is firing you when you step on it.
So technically speaking, we're going to palpate those glute max muscles. Otherwise, you got to grab a hold
Don't
of
do
them.
this in public.
Yep. And
People
then
wonder about you.
feel those muscles go, and that feedback will help make those muscles, all your fibers start to fire. You don't have to do this forever.
Right.
You may do it for a week or two or whatever.
Make
and
sure it becomes automatic.
it's training your body to work the way your mind is telling it to work.
Right. And you could do some walking while you do it too.
Yeah, and if you go out walking like
Right,
this, then
there you
people
go.
will talk, but some people don't mind. Actually, I do this. I do it when I work my
Oh, sure.
with some resistance, which is another video.
Gotcha.
We'll do that little trick later.
All right, Brad, this is a good shortcut. All you do is walk on your toes. It bends your knee and your your glute has to fire away.
Right. I was exaggerating just to be silly, but yeah. So think about your forefoot. I think of it as forefoot, not like a
Right.
ballerina. And you can use a cane or a stick if you need balance. You don't have to. And then you're just going to, you see my knee is flexed. Again, I really think with shoes off, going barefoot as long as it's not slippery really helps train
That's
that.
probably one of the easiest ways to train your butt.
Yep.
All right, the final technique is, Brad, a shortcut. You can actually walk with your knees excessively bent.
So it feels weird. It looks weird. You're not going to do this
But
all over.
it does fire the glutes.
Yep. So just simply walk this way. Look at the knees are bent. And it's kind of fun. It's like the movie, you know.
Right,
Yeah.
young Frankenstein.
Yeah. Walk this way, young man.
All right, Brad, I want to wish everybody good luck with their glutes.
Yeah. Good luck, glutes, walking, and walk
Glute
this way.
on.
Glute on.